I'm trying this thing where I don't add an excessive amount of product. Enough never seems to be enough. Nothing. That ain't how I wanted that to go at all. I'll be back. So, here we go, a little close-up-ish action. Welcome back, friends, or if you're new here, just welcome. So, I am Lauren, the Soap Witch, and it is time for me to style my hair. So today I'm going to be okay, girl, 2 seconds into the video, whatever. I'm going to be doing a 2 gel wash and go featuring my custard and my gel. They don't got labels. This is what they look like with labels, but you can see them pretty much empty. But I am still testing my new fragrance that I talked about last week, and then I decided I was going to test it in the gel. Just kind of put it in one product at a time until I make sure it's good in all of them before I decide. But it's looking good. That's not why y'all here. Okay. First, I'm gonna fix my part. It's pretty sopping wet from the shower, intentionally, and it doesn't have any product on it because I just want to use just the 2 products. No leave-in, no moisturizing spray, nothing. That ain't how I wanted that to go at all. I'll be back. You know what? I've decided I don't care. Okay. It's more of a part than what I started with, I think. I said I didn't care, and then I started messing with it again. I'm gonna put this hair back up. Okay, so I got far more hair on this side than I usually do. So I might separate this in 3 sections today. Because two just might be a bit, I don't know. I think I'm gonna split the front up. Okay. Oh, please. Okay. And that's gonna need to be sprayed down again in the front. Okay. So I'm gonna take this back section, and of course, since I'm high porosity, it didn't stay sopping wet. Now I just want to rub all that water that I just sprayed into my hair strands. I'm gonna spray some more. Okay. That's good. Now that I've got my hair pretty much sopping wet, I'm gonna go in with my custard. I'm gonna do a healthy little dollop. Okay, there's the back section. I'm always gonna, if I drop one more thing, I'm always gonna rub it in between my hands. And I like to do that because I feel like it helps me distribute the product better throughout the sections. So I'm just gonna apply it from roots to ends. I press and rake. Don't have to be in that order, I guess. But I just want to make sure that all of my strands are thoroughly coated. And I like to make sure I rub it in thoroughly before I add any more custard or move to the next step. So make sure everything is coated all the way down to the ends. And it's looking pretty defined, you can see. So I'm going to follow up with the Stronghold gel as a topper. Well, I can't ever get the lid off or nothing. I'm going to start with that much. Rub it in between my hands and start rubbing at the roots and work my way down to the end. Make sure I get it all in there. It looks good. Like, I don't think I need to add anything else. I'm trying this thing where I don't add an excessive amount of product. Enough never seems to be enough. It feels nicely coated and it looks really defined. Yeah. I'm gonna clip the hair that I styled out of the way and go into my next section. So I said I was gonna split this in half as well because I don't usually do this much in one section. So I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I guess this seems good. Maybe I should have put that with the back. It don't matter now. Excuse me while I fight with my hair. I don't know. So we're gonna put this up. Still want to spray some more, maybe a little or a lot. Okay. So first going in with the custard, but I'm going in with rubbing with my hands. My hair is staying wonderfully detangled because I guess in essence I've been detangling twice because last week and this week when I did my pre-poo, I did it with conditioner instead of hot oil treatment because I'm just testing something out. But since I'm using conditioner, I'm like, why don't I detangle while I'm at it? So I have. So then, of course, when I get to detangling in the shower, it's mostly me just wanting to brush the product through my hair to get it all the way through, but also make sure it's still thoroughly detangled because I am shampooing, which can get your hair to be tangly. Now that's looking pretty good. I don't know if I want to add any more. I mean, the littlest, tiniest bit. You probably can't even. I think that's good. Just make sure I rub that down with the product. Because I don't know, I just be like forgetting. Okay, following up with some gel. There we go. Rub it in between my hands. Gotta make sure I just get it on all of the hair. And get a rake and press in there. I like the pressing because it just makes sure it coats the hair really good. Forces that product on there, in there, whatever. But then of course the raking just helps me separate my curls. I think that's all I'm gonna do. And on to this final bit. My most high porosity, look at it. I mean, it's gotten better, believe it or not. But yes, it's almost dry. It's not really, but far from the rest of it. Work that water in to my strands. Definitely adding some more. Alright, it's pretty much dripping. So I think that's about where I want it to be. It's going with the custard. I usually put more product on the very front. Oh Lord. Than I do on the back. Because it just feels like I put it on there and it just disappeared. Like, where did it go? Hair just greedy. I'm gonna put some more on there. In the front, I definitely do more pressing than raking because I feel like it just helps with the frizz because it is much more prone to frizz. And so the more I baby it, the better the results tend to be. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put some gel on that. A little bit more. Okay. So this half is done. I'm going to put this clip in the back over here just to get this hair out of the way so I don't pick up hair over here while I'm styling this side. Okay. All the product is in. Oh, why can't you talk? Okay. All the product is in. Just to say all 2 products, both products. And these are my wet results. I did spray a teeny bit more water on this side and add a teeny bit more gel on the top. Just cause. So I'm gonna sit under the hooded dryer for about 30 minutes. If the roots are still wet, I will blast them with the diffuser. I'll pop a video here of how I diffuse my hair. You can see how I used to diffuse my hair, but at the end of that video is how I blast my roots, if you care about that. And then I'm gonna see if I'm gonna stretch it. How it looks after I get out from under the hooded dryer will determine if I stretch my hair or not. Okay, I'm gonna be back. Okay, so let's get ready to wrap this up. So I had it sit under the dryer. Well, I ended up doing a total of an hour. I did 30 minutes. It was probably because my hair was sopping wet when I did it. I did 30 minutes and then like back here was still wet. My roots were definitely still wet. And I'm at this lazy phase where I ain't feel like doing nothing. I didn't feel like blasting the roots or diffusing or any of that. So I just sat around for a little bit and then sat back under the dryer for 30 more minutes and it feels dry. So what I've been doing is just pushing up like at my roots because it like wants to be a little flat right here where I like rubbed on and smashed on all the gel. That's it. And so I just take my fingers and just like push that up right there at the root so it just doesn't lay flat. I haven't been really wanting to lift my roots with a pick either. I guess I'm just doing it with my finger. I don't know if it's just laziness or yeah, I can't tell you. All I know is this is where we at. This is where we at. So there's definitely a nice cast on here, but it don't feel like a brick. So it still got some decent enough movement for me where I don't feel like I gotta do nothing else. I don't even know if it's I don't feel like I gotta do nothing else. I don't feel like I want to do nothing else. That's where we at. Okay. So I mean, here we go, a little close up ish at action. I feel like it's looking pretty good. You know, I'm gonna give you the 360. Don't even be concerned. Okay. This is us. This is what we're doing. So yeah, I'm just gonna wear it shrunken. I just go through lazy spells where I don't want to do nothing else. I dry my hair and then I want to be finished. I'm actually a fan. It kind of has a fuller look with the way I did it. I did not overdo the amount of custard and gel that I put in my hair. So I mean, it could be more defined, I guess, but I didn't really care for it to be. I just did like enough for it to be defined with some volume. And I think it'll have some pretty good hold. Yeah, but I kind of like the fullness of it. It's got, you know, a little more of a roundish shape. Okay. I've never had my hair like cut in a curly cut before to, you know, have it shaped for that, but I don't really care to either. I see it on a lot of other people and think it's really pretty, but you know, I'm just, did I mention I was a lazy natural? Okay. So, let's do our final touch, shall we? Shall we? Oh yeah. We're just going for the red hat. It's more than just for Christmas. Okay. So, I don't know if the message is clear, but I'm pretty happy with my hair. I'm pretty happy with my hair. My only gripe was how long it took to dry. Wasn't very happy with that. But you win some and you lose some, friends. The fragrance that I use today is a test fragrance, so it is not on the site. I'm still testing it to see. So far, I think it's gonna be a thing, but I'm having patience because I think I still want to test one or two more fragrances just to see if I want to add multiple fragrances or just one or none. Okay. So anywho, the two products that I used today I was using a test fragrance, and that was my Custard, which I consider to have a medium hold, and then my gel, which I consider to have a strong hold. My current fragrances that I offer for all of my hair care products are lemon pound cake, strawberry patchouli, lavender peppermint, spearmint eucalyptus, apple aroma, tropical fantasy. Did I already say that? That's my current favorite. And then I also offer everything in unscented as well. So I did link the two products that I use together in the description below if you just want to check those out. And you can see the collections where all the fragrances are available. I also offer a digital hair journal where it's just a useful tool if you are wanting to start your own hair journey or take your current hair journey to the next level. So I've also got that link below if you want to check that out. Also, I do feel like the shower filter deal is tremendously helping not just my hair, but everyone's hair and skin while we're at it. Like, the hair is not the only thing that matters, but that was why I decided to go ahead and buy the shower filter. But I think it makes a huge difference. I was watching another YouTuber. Actually, I've seen a couple, not many, but a couple YouTubers hit on it that hard water can really be extremely damaging to your hair. And while you may think you need this treatment or that treatment, or that you even have a certain type of porosity even, because what happens is all the minerals and such and whatever else gets deposited on your hair, and then it's hard to get it off. And so then your shampoo may not be, especially if you're only using like moisturizing shampoos or not shampooing at all, where you don't have a shampoo that's strong enough to get it off. Then nothing is penetrating past it. No water, no products, no nothing. And so your hair is constantly dry, maybe getting brittle and breaking. That was what was happening to my youngest son, where he actually is low porosity, so it was just compounding his issues. It was actually breaking his hair off, and it was breaking it off to the point where it was like thinning all the way to the scalp. So, I mean, I would check that out. I know they have tests in like Lowe's, Home Depot, those kind of places where you can check to see if you have hard water. I already knew we had it. Our water is terrible. And you can tell also by like, you'll get like residue on your dishes from when they're done in the dishwasher. And you can also tell by like, there'll be film and like white kind of crustiness on, like some of your faucets and stuff. There's several telltale signs, but obviously the ultimate way is just to test it. But if you have hard water, I'll actually put a link to the one that I buy. If you're interested, I'll put it in. Okay, start over. I'll put a link to the one that I use for all of our shower heads here in the description below. I do think it has been making a difference in all of our hair and skin. So with that little tidbit, I am gonna go ahead and go ahead and wrap this up. But if you stuck around to the end, I really appreciate you hanging out with me and spending your time with me. I hope you were entertained to some degree or learned something even. If you did, please consider subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell so you don't miss any of my future uploads. And also consider giving this video a like. Also consider giving this video a like because it does help out. And so, with all that, I hope you have a good one, friends. And I know I plan to, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.